Okay, I'm so excited because I want to know all about your routines. You said you have a 17-step morning routine.
I don't know if it's literally a 17 step, but when I have friends come, they're like, what step are we on? Like 17?
Yeah. Okay, tell me. I want to know what is your morning routine? Walk me through it.
Okay. First, I get out of bed. I use the restroom.
Mm-hmm.
Then I come back. No, then I stop by the kitchen and I get mineral salted water
Mm-hmm.
and I flush it around my mouth and I take it into my bed.
Okay.
And I try to do that for the whole time. Every once in a while, I'll have to get up and spit it out. But otherwise, as I'm laying in bed, I tap my 6 ports of my lymphatic system. And then I rub my whole body from my hands. And then I do about...
Just like dry? Do you use like lotion or?
No, I'm just actually taking and I'm like, think about like everything is like...
Yeah.
I'm just like moving things. I think, for the ribs and things that don't move so well, right?
Yeah.
And then I do a stretch that helps with hip flexor.
Mm-hmm.
I do a stretch that works with the spinal fluid. I do a stretch that works the spiral fascia line. Because fascia has some more dense spots in its alignment through the body. And then there's one that's called the spiral line that connects all of the lines of fascia together. And so I try to do twisting movements. And then I will bring my feet up and stretch my toes down. And then I'll separate all the metatarsals on my foot down and separate all off my feet and get all my joints moving. And then I'll do rotation both ways of my ankles and my feet. Then I'll shake my feet and unlock my ankles for about 30 seconds, which I highly recommend for you.
Okay.
Then I work my hands. Then I pull the skin on my neck, on my chest, and my platysma muscle, pull it out. And then I get up and I go spit out the water. And then I put coconut oil in for oil pulling. And I go sit on the side of my bed and I do all my stretches that help the beauty of my face, but it's helping the fascia and lymphatic of my face. And I stretch up, tick-tocking, rotating, and then I do hair pulls and literally pulling my hair in circles. And then I've got next to my bed, I have got 2 things. One is called an acupressure fork.
Okay.
And I take that fork to my whole scalp. And then the other one's my skin brush. And then I sit on the side of my bed and I skin brush my body. And then I go to spit that out in the garbage, of course. Then I rinse with warm water. Then I floss. And then I brush. And then I put a nice firming oil from chest to forehead. Massage it in and draining it down. Massaging the back of my neck. Then I get my Relief essential oil creams or oil, and I put it in the areas that I tend to have pain from doing my work, from my knees to my feet and from my elbows to my hand. And then I take a lymph oil, and all of these smell amazing because they're a bunch of essential oils. And then I spray that all over my body and I massage that. And then I put on my robe and I go stand on my vibration plate. And I typically do it right around 3 minutes.
Okay.
Then
how long does it take you to do your
about 35.
stretches? About 35 minutes.
This whole routine takes me about 35 minutes.
Okay.
So if I'm tired, it will take me 40.
Okay.
And if I need to rush, I can get it down in like about 15 to 20.
Okay.
And then I go drink all of my lemon water with my sea salt. And then I've got all my tinctures in there. And then what else do I do? Oh, then I go put my growth serum on my eyebrows. And I go take a shot of celery juice. And then I start my coffee. And then I sit down to my computer.
How do you take your coffee?
Oh, it's so delicious. I take a dark roast with warmed heavy cream
Mm-hmm.
and stevia and a tiny little bit of coconut oil
Okay.
or grass-fed butter, grass-fed,
Okay.
grass finished.
Do you do breakfast?
No.
Okay. You skip breakfast.
I take in about 500 calories in my
Mhm.
coffee.
Okay.
And so I let that sustain me through
Mhm.
my exercise.
Mm-hmm.
So I typically go and I do my back office work from like
Okay.
7 a.m. until around 9:30.
Mm-hmm.
I exercise from 10 to 11:30
Okay.
and I start taking clients at 12:30.
Nice.
So that's like my routine. So I get
Mhm.
myself all in order.
Yeah.
I don't allow myself coffee if I haven't done my routine.
Mm-hmm.
So if I don't have time for my routine, I don't get coffee that day.
Mm.
I have not prepared my body to dehydrate it.
Yeah. That makes
Right?
sense.
So it's
Yeah.
like this is what I get to get my treat.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to tell people like if they just set up their systems.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, could you imagine that we're coming off sleeping
I know.
and we're so
Yeah.
dehydrated
You know, you just dehydrate yourself.
and then we
Yeah.
just dehydrate ourselves more and we
Yeah.
wonder why we have body pains.
Yeah. And you're a hot yoga girl, you said? Big hot yoga girl?
90-minute hot, sweat it out.
Whoa, 90-minute hot
90
yoga.
minute.
Oh my God. I think I would faint. I cannot handle hot classes. I'm like
115, bring it
oh
on.
my God. Wow, I'm impressed. I'm very
I mean, my
impressed.
skin will feel so much. First off, your skin will get softer
Uh-huh.
when your fascia is laying down. How I can tell
Yeah.
I need to go back and do fascia work again?
Yeah.
Because there's like 4 inches on the outside of one of my shins that gets dried.
Oh wow.
And that's because I'm not paying attention to my foot placement when I'm
Yeah.
working.
Oh my
And it
God.
will get dry. I'll be putting it in my body, look,
Yeah.
my lymph oil on. I'll be like, oh, a little dry there.
Mm-hmm.
Lets me know my fascia is rumpled up. I need to work and calm it down again.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean,
Yeah.
that's one thing. And then my skin also stays soft from
Mhm.
hot yoga,
Mm-hmm.
moving all those toxins through.
Man. All right.
I love it.
I love that for you. Ideal. I'm similar of like my morning, I gotta get my whole self in order before anyone else. I'm definitely more of like an afternoon girly. What about evening routine?
That'll vary.
Mhm.
Typically, I try to get back on after I'm done with clients.
Mhm.
I try to get back on my vibration plate because
Yeah.
I've been standing all day.
Yeah.
And that's when I'll do my 10-minute on that.
Okay.
And when I'm doing that, I'm trying to do other things like work on breath work also.
Mhm.
Because a lot of times when you've got a lot of brain work, you know, even though I'm doing brawn work with the clients, I'm still using my brain, making sure I'm paying attention to their tissue,
Yeah.
focusing on what they need, making sure that they're comfortable, right? And so when I get back to focus just on myself, then I'm like, okay, let's just make sure I've got my breath work under control as I'm doing my vibration plate. And other than that, I don't have a big routine besides trying to go to bed early. I have very sensitive circadian cycles. And so I like to really go to bed at 8:30. It hardly ever happens, but 9 is like I'm in. I'm in bed.
All right. I love that.
I call it grandma hour.
I mean, I'm down for that. I've been going to bed at like 9 more so recently, and my partner and I feel monumentally better. Like
I look prettier if I
wild.
go to bed early.
Yeah.
I'm like, I woke up, I'm like, oh, you look good today.
I mean,
Okay.
it's crazy for me how different I feel if I go to bed at 10 versus 9. It's
Oh,
like night and day.
I know.
Yeah, big.
You might
thing.
have sensitivity also to circadian.
You'll find out.
Yes,
I
we will.
guess. Okay, what about skincare? Favorite products?
I'm kind
practices?
of a goop junkie.
Okay.
I got very blessed in the fact that a lot of skincare products don't clog my pores.
Okay.
However, I have very thin white girl skin. So I'm always trying to find ways to build collagen and elastin and plump it up, right? And so that's what fascia will also help build collagen and elastin. That blood supply can finally get to the surface of the skin so nutrients can get there. And then as far as I do something called Hydrolux. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Well, it's kind of my phrase I coined.
Okay.
So now you have.
Okay.
Have you heard of skin flooding?
No.
Oh.
Skin flooding?
You just remember Hydrolux.
Okay.
And so skin flooding is what the Koreans have put on the market.
Okay.
Okay. And so now I've taken that and I'm using my coin phrase, and using Hydrolux.
Okay.
So the idea is that if you take and flood your skin with so many different serums and barrier cream at the end, at least 3 times a week, your skin will dramatically improve.
Okay.
Okay. Even with thin skin like mine. Then every single day, I will always use a peptide. Gotta remember, I'm 62, right? 62 in thin white girl skin. Okay. So I use a peptide first.
Okay.
And I let that soak in because that's called an active.
Can you give brands? Do you
Clear
know?
Stem.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, funny, Clear Stem, I was drawn to it because it was my client's skincare line. And so I'm like, okay, sure, I'll try it. She's like, oh, you should really try the peptide. I'm like, well, I really don't have acne, and that's what her line is made for. And she goes, well, it's just not going to clog your pores. I go, sure, I'll bring it. I'll try it. Loved it. Fell in love with it immediately. She's like, I go, I kind of went through that fast. And she's like, well, just specialize and just put it on the front of your neck and under your eye. We have the thinnest skin. I go, I need that for my body. I need to jump in that container.
Yeah.
No, I just need to order more than one at a time.
Yeah.
So every month that I order that, I order 2.
Love it.
And then the vitamin C golden hour. And then SkinCeuticals, skin firming age regeneration serum.
Okay.
So I use all those 3. Then, and I let them dry in between because they're all 3 considered actives.
Yeah.
Meaning they're going to make some change in the skin. You don't want to dilute them. Then everything hydration after that. So I always use hyaluronic acid and then I'll put a barrier cream on. But if I'm doing my skin flooding, which I'm lucky, I don't work in makeup.
Yeah.
90% of the time, you're going to see my hair pulled up and no makeup. And I love to rock that, right? But so I can use more serums in a day with someone needing to put on makeup, then there might not be able to do that. But I tend to do the skin flooding like 4 to 5 times a week.
Wow.
I'll just flood and I will even use like all the serums that I didn't end up loving in the past. I'll just load them on after I've got my actives on and dry. Then I'll just layer
You just
layer
keep
up.
adding them on.
Sometimes I'll do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Wow.
With a barrier cream. And then I'll do tallow over the top of that.
Oh, you do? Oh my gosh. You're lucky that doesn't clog your pores though.
Nope. And every time I go and get a facial, which is hardly ever,
Yeah.
they're like, your pores are so small for your age. I go, oh, thank you. I don't know. Maybe it's the fascia work.
Well,
I don't know.
I do think a lot of that is diet.
That's so true.
Like, I think
Managing
nutrition,
that.
internal care is so related to your
Skin,
pores.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I've never heard anybody talk about that.
Yeah.
That's such a good tip.
Yes.
What is your favorite, like,
Body?
sure, we could go there. Your favorite...
Because then I started using the Hydrolux for the body.
Okay.
So I do a skin serum, and I either use an even heavy body serum, which is an organic line, or I use that Uni.
Okay.
It's a body serum.
Yeah.
And then I put on my Magic Body Lotion over that, and then, which is more of a barrier cream. And then I use what's the stuff that looks like putty almost? Balm.
Yeah.
Then I put a balm all over me. And then I walk around and let it kind of dry a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
Walk around the house. Come on. And then, put my robe or put my PJs or my sweats or whatever.
What balm do you use?
I also an Even Hilly balm.
Okay.
Yeah, I can show you them all
I
when you
love
come.
this. You're such a good product girly.
Well, you think about it. The older your skin is, the less it holds moisture. So then you got to not only bring it in internally, but you've got to protect what you put on. So you need that barrier cream the older you get. And the more thin your skin is. You know, if you're Greek or Middle Eastern in any descent, like that thickness of your skin, you get to hold all that moisture so much. That doesn't happen within white girl skin. So, you learn to like play with things and practice with things. And I love investigating things. I love trying new things.
Yeah, I mean, I love that about you.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. But my skin's a lot more like testier
Yeah.
than it sounds like yours is. So
Yeah.
I like can't do all those oils.
Yeah.
But what's your like favorite skincare product of all time? If
I
you had
would
to pick one.
Oof, of all time. Oof, I think it just changed.
Tell me.
I think it's the Hydro Glow with Clear
Okay.
Stem.
Love that.
Which is her barrier cream
Mhm.
that does not clog the pores.
Yeah. The moisturizer. Yeah.
hmm
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking that I might try that on my body.
I've used it on my body.
Have you?
Yeah, I use it as like body lotion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that texture
Yeah.
is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Hot tip. Love that.
Yeah. I
There's
think
some
that
girls are
is
gonna
my
love this.
full
Yeah.
time. And then for like body work, when I'm
Mhm.
doing body work, there is Higher Dose has a couple oils
Mhm.
for like that. If I was like doing massage or fascia work or lymph work on myself,
Mhm.
that have got like oxytocin
Mhm.
oils, that are working with the body's chemistry and everything that I love for doing body work.
Do you have links to all your
I do.
oils? Okay, amazing. We have to check all of that out.
Yeah.
All right. Is there any other wellness practice that you haven't talked about that you love in your week?
I would say the one that I am wanting to practice more.
Mhm.
So I'm being careful with my words. Want to practice more is to allow and feel good about rest and about getting triggered. So what I have noticed is I'm an overdoer, an overwriter, and I'm going to choose that side over the other side. But I do notice that I don't think that I give myself enough downtime and rest and pleasure time. And I think in the past, when I got triggered, instead of me acting like an adult, I shut down. And so I think I've really been able to see some monumental improvement in that area just by bringing it to the forefront. The boy or man that I'm dating now, he is very different than any man I've ever dated, but he is a mirror in my shortcomings. And I'm like, holy canapes, okay.
Yeah.
And so now when I see that, I go, okay, I am triggered right now and I want to laugh about it. I just want to laugh at myself. There's so much more freedom to that, and getting back to working through it a little bit later, but being able to laugh at myself in that moment has helped me a lot.
I love that.
Yeah.
I mean, all good relationships are gonna mirror your stuff.
Yes.
Wow, love that. Beautiful way
Yes.
to close it up. Love all your routines. We're gonna check out all of your products. Put all the links below.
Fabulous.
And what was it? Skin flooding?
No.
Hydrolux.
Hydra Lux.
All right.
Hydration, Hydra Lux.
All right, everyone. Hydrolux. That's it.
Hydrolux.
Thank you.
Yeah. My next one, I want to come up with what to do with split ends.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people have split end issues. I didn't get
Let
that.
me know if you find that out.
Yeah, I got. Well, you got gifted good hair too, didn't you?
I mean, I think I got good hair, but I get haircuts.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Oh, my God. Well, tell me you figure that out.
I know.
I mean,
actually, I really think that work in the scalp is really important to it.
Oh, I bet.
Yes.
I bet.
Yeah, but I
think hydration. I mean,
I know, but you know what? Okay, so I learned something new just like two or 3 days ago.
Yeah.
And so I haven't had a chance to check it out. But the bonds, which makes sense if you're talking about mitochondria health, and we take that and we talk about the bonds in the hair. If we submerge it in too much oil, too much hydration, it can't do a protein bond again.
Wow.
And so a lot of us are putting all this moisture in, thinking That's how we stop our hair from splitting as it's growing. But I just found that out. Like, you can't. And I'm telling you, the client that told me that, she is not an easy person to fool. She's Russian.
You'll have
which
to
are my
tell me.
favorite
You got to
kind.
look into that because
Okay.
I do feel like there's an obvious difference to me when I'm like super hydrating my hair versus when I'm not, where I have way less split ends. So there's something to it.
Yeah.
But you'll have to look into it and let me know.
Yeah.
I learned so much from you.
Hydrolux, even our Hydrolux, our hair.
Oh my God. I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
So fun.